Hey guys, Joe here. I want to let you all know that my PlayStation 3 is broken. It broke a couple weeks ago. After one of my last streams of Kingdom Hearts, I was gonna restart it again and do some other things, but then it died. So I'm not sure what exactly the issue was, but it doesn't seem to be the power supply because I thought that was initially the issue and I replaced that, and it still won't load on or anything like that. So that's kind of screwed. So it's the issue with the motherboard or the processing unit on the motherboard. One of those two things is a problem on my PS3, and I can't fix that myself. So I either have to send it in and get it repaired that way, or I need to buy a new PlayStation 3. I'd rather it get repaired though, because I need to salvage all my data off my hard drive, which, from what I hear, you can't just hot swap to a different PlayStation 3, likely due to firmware differences. Because my PlayStation hasn't been upgraded in ages, because I never connected it to internet to do so, and so it would be like maybe 3 years behind any updates at the least. So I can't continue Kingdom Hearts or Ni no Kuni, which is a shame because I was really having a blast with those and enjoying them. And that's probably why, well, I mean, that's exactly why you guys haven't seen any updates on YouTube, any videos in about a week. I was uploading about 2 videos a day, and I was doing that pretty consistently for about a month or more even. But then it just stopped because I didn't have any videos to upload because I had nothing to record. In the interim of videos uploading and my console breaking, I did play some games on stream that I didn't put onto YouTube because I found that I didn't like the quality, and I don't think it would want to bother doing the entire game at that quality and put it onto YouTube. So at the moment, I got nothing for you. I got plenty of games I would love to play, but I need a new PlayStation 3 for that. So a new PlayStation 3 though would cost me like $130 or so, and I'm not sure if I'd be able to salvage my data, which is the biggest issue. And I'm not exactly sure which update my PlayStation 3 was on. So if I needed a PlayStation 3 to hot swap and salvage my data, I wouldn't know which one to do with. Otherwise, you know, I'm pretty familiar with my console, as I've taken it apart numerous times to dust it out and make other fixes on it. Like when I originally bought it, I had to change out the laser device inside of the Blu-ray drive, which actually wasn't that difficult, but you know, not so bad. So until I get a new PlayStation 3 or that fixed, or my damaged data moved to something else to play it and continue, I cannot continue Kingdom Hearts or Ni no Kuni. However, I do have other games I can play. PlayStation 2 games I have numerous amounts of, and I would love to play some of those. However, due to my capture device, which is a Hauppauge HD PVR, which doesn't interact properly with the streaming device I use, which means any content you see is not streamed directly from the Hauppauge, but it's actually captured from a window via a display on my monitor, which with the PlayStation 2 is incredibly variable every time I load it up. So the amount of delay that I need to put on audio to keep the commentary synced is vastly different every time I wanna stream, and so setting that up is always a big hassle, and it makes keeping the quality consistent very challenging. So PlayStation 2 games, even though I love them and there's plenty that I can play, I'm kind of adverse to doing them now at the moment. However, I do have GameCube games too. I haven't tested that with the streaming, so I'd probably have a similar issue, and I have a few games with that I could play. Other than that, though, I would love to do Xbox 360 games, because there's a few games I have on that are some of my favorite games, RPG-wise, but I don't have an Xbox 360 at the moment. I need to get my brother's, which is actually our family Xbox, from him and take it to our house to play. But that might have some hardware issues I'm not sure of, and I'm not sure if he even still has it there. Otherwise, my boss was going to offer me a PlayStation, an Xbox 360 when he moved. It's in his storage, and I think it has a drive issue that needs to be replaced. But other than that, it should be fine. But he hasn't got around to that yet, so I still don't have one. Otherwise, PC games are all I have that I can stream. But PC games are a pain to stream, in my opinion, even though they're a lot easier to set up, and I don't need to worry about delay on the microphone or anything like that. But that's only because I cannot multitask with it. I'd have to tab out of the game consistently if I want to keep up chat with the Twitch chat, which really breaks the flow of the game and the feel of it, and could cause the stream to crash and the games to crash a lot, which is why I kind of stopped Oblivion for a while, and I'm not even sure if I'll come back to that actually. Oblivion's fun, but I might actually prefer it on the Xbox for whatever reason. I'm not sure why, though I do like the mods that you get on the PC. So some PC games that I could do, I have a few of them. I'm not going to list them all here actually, but I'm a bit averse to doing that because I like being able to chat with my keyboard rather than having to talk to everything, because then I don't have to worry about delay every time, or there's some things that don't need to be said out loud, things like that. And sometimes I like to look up information on the game while I'm playing, so I can like not get lost, or if I need to remember a hint that I was going to bring out to you guys, I can point it out right quick. But you know, so the difference is in doing different things. I don't have a laptop, so I can't do it on that. My phone is a piece of garbage. I need a new one of those because I can't load web pages quickly enough to keep up with anything like that, or even Twitch for that matter. So until then, I'm pretty stuck on games to do. I can still stream some games, and I still have. I just don't find the quality good enough for YouTube. So I've streamed just a little bit, and I kept them on Twitch, but without any exports to YouTube. So there's some stuff going there, but not much, and it's probably not going to be consistent or anything like that until I get this fixed. That being said, if anyone has the PlayStation 3 they don't play anymore that still works, doesn't have to necessarily be an older model, but the older model is probably more compatible with my hard drive if I can try to swap it out. I would be willing to buy one for like maybe up to $70 or so. Which isn't much, but you know, it's still better than what you get from your local game store probably, and it would still cost me less than having to buy one from a local game store. So that's as win-win as I can think of. But until then, guys, it's gonna be a bit boring on my channel, unfortunately, which is really a shame for me because I was hoping to get this Steam rolling, so that I can get this hobby underway and keep me occupied a lot. But you know, things happen, so I guess I'll see y'all later. Have a good one.